don't wait till you're CFO to give presentations, because if you don't, you will never be a CFO. If you haven't practiced before and you haven't got visible enough, as Asif said earlier, well, won't become important in the company. Whether you like it or not, it's people who are the best at communicating ideas who are rewarded, not the ones with the best ideas. So start already today to practice, and it doesn't have to be the board because you have to give presentations, and it doesn't especially have to be the board or the exco. Let's be honest, chances are small that you directly have an access to them if you are an entry level or a senior member of the finance team. It doesn't have to be the exco or nor a level or a high level audience, because generally those will be taken care of by the CFO or the finance directors. So a first step you could do is to start with them. So if they present to the people above, like the board or the exco, well, present your work to the CFO. And if you don't have access to the CFO, present your work to the finance director, etc., until arriving to a level that's pretty acceptable. Start where you are. This is what's super important. And you can also present horizontally. You don't especially need to arrive to people who are above you. You can present to your finance colleagues. If you are in a controlling team, an FP&A team, you have other people who represent other business units. Well, present to them in an info sharing sessions, for example. You don't always only have them. You also have your business colleagues that will certainly appreciate a finance presentation in their staff meetings, like every month, every quarter. Show your interest, and it's important to know that it won't come because the world expects that from you. It will come because you ask for it. So it's really important to take this ownership, because if I remember myself, in my last job, I wanted so bad to give presentations, but I didn't have any opportunity because my manager took them all. I thought it was super selfish, but discussing with him, actually, I noticed that he did that only to protect us, because he thought that it was super dangerous to expose ourselves to other departments. And I think that when I discuss about these topics, Nicolas has an interesting anecdote to share with us about that. Well, why don't you share it with us, Nicolas?
Yeah, so I can only just agree with you that even if you are a junior, nobody will take your hand. So if you want to start to have skills, like Paul said, you need practice. And what I usually did with my team is first, so different levels. I always said, okay, we'll start soft. You will come in to the meeting and you will see the atmosphere. You will see the words that are used. You will also, and I will ask you to do that, you will come and observe and note for yourself what you think is good, but also what do you think is bad. And then once they have seen one or two meetings, I will ask them on one of their slides that they have prepared for the meeting to take the lead, and I will be there to have their back if something is wrong. And what I will do, either openly or not, but I will explain to other people, maybe like be gentle with them, but I will welcome them. And like this, when is the time when maybe I'm sick, maybe there is a bigger project to present, the person in my team will be ready to present. So if you are a junior, discuss with your manager about doing this step by step. Ask permission to go to meeting, especially if you got a new job. It's really easy. You can just use the excuse to be new to say, oh, I want to go and see how are the meetings. Take this. And then if you prepare the slide, go and ask, oh, I want to see, like, because my work, I want to see what is the impact. And then if after a while ask, okay, can I present maybe my part? And it might be just responding to one question, but ask it. And after, once you are comfortable, ask for more. And like the hungrier you get, the better you will get, the more practice. And soon enough, people will recognize you as somebody with a lot of credibility. And it might be you who will become and receive the promotion and not other people.
Nice. No, really interesting. And I can only agree with you because this is clearly what I recommend to the people I train, to the people I see in my coaching, is that you have to take this ownership, and it will not come from someone else, and take every opportunity you can. And the tips that you gave to participate to meeting, even as a participant, is clearly a point, because people will see your face, you will observe what happens. So thank you for that, Nicolas.